สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ Good morning Good afternoon or maybe good evening for someone this is a part of the human resources management in hospitality industry with the topic of employee motivation. Before this topic, we have learned about the overview of the HR planning, the job analysis, the job description, job specification, as well as the other process. For example, recruiting, selection, and training and development. And today, we will learn about the employee motivation, which is another important part of the HR management in the hospitality industry or in every industry in terms of HR management. And today, we will learn about the theories, related theories with the motivation. The second point is about the types of employee motivation. At the end of this clip, I hope that everyone can explain the related theories, can conclude the related theories of motivation, and can explain the types of employee motivation with related examples. In terms of the theory related to the motivation, the first theory is the Maslow hierarchy of needs. I think that some of you have known this already about the hierarchy of needs of Maslow. There are 5 steps, right? 5 steps. The first step or the basic step, we call it the physical needs. The physical needs. The second one is the safety. Second one is safety. Everyone needs safety. Everyone needs physical environment or physical need for life, right? In the basic. And the second one is the safety need. The third is the sense of belongings or might be social needs, social relationships, right? And the fourth is about self-esteem, the pride of yourself. And the top of the needs in the Maslow hierarchy of needs is about self-actualization. Self-actualization. On the top, it's like we aim a very high goal and then we can achieve it at the top of the needs of a human life, right? More easier, shall we compare or shall we show you some examples in terms of HR management? For example, in terms of the physical needs, the HR management or HR manager use this hierarchy of needs to manage, to organize, to decide a lot of things for their HR or their human resource or their team or their staff, right? The first, for example, in terms of physical needs, everyone needs meals, right? We need meals. We need to wear clothes. So it's gonna be like the uniform of the hotels, of the company. or even we need to take a rest. We need the place, the shelter to stay. So some hotels provide a dormitory. It's like some benefit for their staff and to motivate them to work with, to motivate them to work with and work in a longer duration. The second one is about safety. Safety, everyone needs safety. We don't need danger, right? And in terms of safety, for example, like life insurance, health insurance, or provident funds. When we get retired, when we finish work, and we need some like a fund, right? Provident fund for our life after retirement. The third step of needs of Maslow is about the sense of belongings. Like, as I told you, it might be like a social needs, like a team, colleagues, good friends in your workplace, right? And so you will have a good relationship. If the hotel or the company can motivate their staffs with the good atmosphere or the good relationship of their staff or even the seniors, whatever, staff will be happy. The employee will be happy. And when they are happy, it would be more possible for them to perform a very good work. The good work, the best for performance will generate the best experience to customer. So the return might be the profit of the company. For the fourth one, self-esteem. The fourth one is self-esteem. We can show you example like rewards, or when we change position from the normal position to be a higher position, or we can call it like a promotion of the job title. Yeah, it will make people feel like proud. We proud of ourselves, right? And this is another step, a bit higher, exactly a bit higher than the physical needs. On the top of the Maslow hierarchy of needs is about self-actualization. Self-actualization is the goal that comes from inside of everyone, right? It depends on the readiness of each one. Not everyone need the same thing, actually. For example, someone would like to challenge yourself with a bit difficult task, right? You might be happy if you can do a very, very difficult project for your hotel, right? It makes you self-develop. And this is the Maslow hierarchy of need, the five need or 5 steps, and the application into the hotel industry in terms of human resource. Next is about the factor. The factor, 2 factor of Herzberg. 2 factor of Herzberg. 2 factor, I mean the 2 motivation factor, not the factor in other condition or in other context, but in motivation, two factors theory of Hirschberg. The first factor is about hygiene. And the second one is about motivation factor. As the name, like the basic factor it must be hygiene, right? Hygiene. If we don't have the hygiene factor, or hygiene factors are not enough, this might discourage employees from doing their best at work. The hygiene, in this slide, it shows you that the hygiene factor are the surrounding factor that facilitate employees' behavior. The hygiene factor is like the basic thing that the organization should provide for their staff. It's like salary, right? Salary and the normal benefits. But another factor is about motivation factor. If you have motivation factor, it can encourage employee to work harder. Service charge, for example, bonus, right? The bonus. Anything else? Beside the service charge, beside the bonus, might be the promotion of higher position in terms of motivation factor or motivating factor. Or someone don't need money, but you need like your holiday, right? Your vacation. It might be motivation factors. Okay. So the hygiene factor, for example, this is the hygiene factor, for example, like the payment or the compensation, the policy that come up with the clear and fair policy, including the environment in the workplace, and the job security and the relationship with other people. How about another factor is about motivation factor. The motivation factor, for example, promotion, as I told you, the opportunity for the personal growth, recognition, we can call it, it's like the promotion opportunity and achievement. If you can achieve in the some position or in the job challenge task, it will be the motivation factor. In the hygiene factor, it might be the payment, right? You need to pay, but in the payment, another payment might be the motivation factor in sales and marketing. If you can sales with high volume, you might get like a commission, right? It might be the motivation factor to make the people work harder, right? Okay. And before we continue to the types of motivation, before we continue to the types of motivation, please conclude the two theory related to employee motivation and how the HR manager can apply these two theory in the management. This is the homework in the e-learning.